you've heard enough of me this evening, but just a couple of things. Look, I am massively grateful. This is, I can say it's not about me, but you know it is really.
He's changed.
I have changed. It's an interesting thing. Just listening to Ben and to Neil, there is, and looking at people like Ed and looking at Mike and Peter and various other people like that. You know, we are. We talk about the importance of diversity in our party. There is a slight challenge that we face when your core team are people you met at an NUS conference in 1990. There will be some common themes there. But look, I'm massively grateful. All of you who pulled a massive shift in this campaign. And I mean, people will have assumed, probably, and wrongly, that it was an automatic thing, that if there's a vacancy after May the 7th, I would run for it. Because, you know, if we all looked at how it felt that morning, and it felt bloody awful. I mean, we were in a little sort of bubble of Westmoreland, and you know, we were bothering about whether we were holding Sedgburgh or not on the council, and then suddenly you realise you've lost just about all your mates, and it got to about 5 in the morning, something like that, I think, and Elspeth McCobb, who I was texting saying, has Greg hung on? Have I got anybody to go for a curry with? and it, you know, and I had a little cry when she finally sent me the text saying he's just won by 2,000. But that is absolutely... Yeah,
2,900!
I just read the 2 was the majority and I had a little cry, I couldn't see anything else.
He said he'll pay.
But the end, for me, was the sense that actually we have got no automatic right to survive as a party. We are utterly and completely essential. When you look at Britain today, the last 9 weeks have proved more than anything, sadly, during our 5 years in government, why we matter so much, why liberalism matters so much. And you look in the Labour Party, I mean, they might select Comrade Corbyn, who knows, that'll be entertaining, and that will give us opportunities of its own. But I suspect they're going to pick somebody who will shilly-shally about and not have the backbone to take on the Tories for what they are doing to this country. And we have got to do everything we can to make sure that AMPs, stuff it, we are going to take the fight to the Tories, and we are going to be the voice for the voiceless in Britain. And we're not having the party of Lloyd George, Grimmond, and all those other leaders die on our watch. We are going to fight and survive and save the party that we love and go forward from this. So, you know, there's no automatic right that we survive, but neither is it automatic that it has to take years and years and years for us to pull through. You know, we marked the death of 2 great Liberal Democrat parliamentarians during this campaign. And a lot has been said about Charles, who was a massive mentor of mine and others here. Somebody less often mentioned was David Bellotti, who was the MP for Eastbourne just for a couple of years. But, you know, I remember being at the party conference in Brighton 1989, probably with Ben, and certainly with your partner in crime as secretary of the Student Liberal Democrats, who is Paul Simpson. And anybody tweeting he's Dutch Paul, and he's not here. Anyway, Dutch Paul, who's not Dutch, I don't know why, anyway, he is from Aldershot, there you go. And I remember Paul running into the back of the conference hall in Brighton with his clutching a Guardian, because in those days you found out what was in the Guardian on the morning it came out by buying it. Amazing, absolutely amazing. And they clutching the Guardian, and the excitement was that we got to 5% and we were back ahead of the Greens, and we were all high-fiving on the back of the road. So, and we go back to 12 months after that, or 14 months after that. No, 12 months after that, and we won that by-election in Eastbourne against all the odds, a 25% swing from the Tories. And from then on, we were looking upwards, always looking upwards. We ended up holding our own in 92, and in 97 we had the massive breakthrough. Look, it might not be a certainty that we survive, but we are going to make it a certainty, and it's neither is it a certainty that it has to take a long time to rebuild. We've seen what's happened, the buyer's remorse across the West Country, the buyer's remorse amongst so much of this country. People realise that's what they were for. And if we speak proudly with a voice which resonates, look, let me into a secret, let you into a secret. I do not plan to take us to 40% and 326 seats by May 2020. I'm sorry, yeah, I apologise. A staggering lack of ambition. I tell you, our job is to take us out of single figures, into double figures, into the teens, into the 20s, and then give you the ability to put that extra 20-25% on top in your ward, in your constituency, so that we win again. And you get that 20-25% of people voting for us by saying things that just resound with people. And when we talk with unnuanced compassion for the refugees, I do not expect all of the newspapers in this country to lionise us the following day. I do not expect the majority of people watching the news the following night to decide that they agree with us. But you know what? I am going to place a bet. I am going to bet the future of this party on 20-30% of decent people in this country thinking, that's for me. Thank God somebody said what I think.